Hello. Hi, everybody. First of all, Ed, what are you doing, you maniac? Thank you. Oh, we appreciate it astronomically, but man, you're always helping us out. You don't need to do that. Hi, everybody.
Awesome.
Let's go through the list real quick. It's Jordan, Joey, and Michelle for Happy Place Live on a Wednesday. Hey, Andrew. Hey, Javier.
I'm trying.
Hey, Eric. What are you doing? Sup, Piper?
I'm backwards.
We got Bunsen. Okay. Hey, Ed. Hey, Fred. Nice to meet you, Fred. I don't think we've seen you in here before. Hey, Jenny. Hey, Rich. Good to see everybody. Hey, Betty. Get everybody in. Oh, man. Michelle just made it under the wire.
There is a bunch of cat hair on my shirt.
Hey, Laura.
I don't see any cat hair.
Thanks.
You're right.
Laura brings it up. It is our 1 year anniversary, or at least it was. We posted that video. It's 40 minutes. It's pretty long, but it does have all of our adventures throughout our favorite adventures throughout the year. Jordan.
If we're going to be honest here, we are a Disney channel, so we should adopt the Disney level of celebration. So when Disney celebrates something, it's usually for 18 months. So I think the next 18 months or so, we should be celebrating our first anniversary.
18 months of videos. I should just do a new intro. Be like, now 1 year old. The big one.
We'll still be celebrating our first anniversary this year.
Hey, John.
Fireworks, yes.
That's smart.
I wish we could set off
should've
some
had
fireworks. We should have.
18 months of dreams.
Jordan, can you set off fireworks in Florida?
I think it's better in Florida to just ask for forgiveness. Yeah, you light them up and then you ask for forgiveness later.
That was actually a big part of us living in Wisconsin.
Orlando, for the first time since I've only ever lived in Wisconsin, basically before this, in Mexico. Living in Orlando on 4th of July was insane. Because everyone had their own fireworks and it was going off literally around. I was out in the street. It was 360 full. It was it might have been better than a Disney experience at midnight on 4th of July.
You're treading dangerous ground.
I know.
Oh, I got a
Put
shirt.
an asterisk next to that statement, but it's very cool to be in Orlando on 4th of July.
Nice.
That is very cool.
I feel like we did pretty good when we lived back in Wisconsin. We always bought fireworks and we did our own little thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we used to have, we'd be out on the lake property and, blowing stuff off, so it was easier.
Or our street.
Or a street.
Jordan and I living across the street
In
from each other.
California, it's harder to do that because you don't want to start a fire. So, no fireworks.
And if we didn't have fireworks, we'd just do Mentos and Coke.
That we could do.
Oh, gosh.
Anyway, backtracking here for a second.
That's
A few
good.
people brought up. Ed got his shirt. Ed got a Happy Place shirt. You have to show us what that looks
yay.
like. Javier got his shirt.
Oh, good.
That was, he sent me a picture.
Sizing smells like a meth lab. Uh-oh.
Oh, that escalated.
But very cool. Thank you guys for doing that. I wonder if I can get Javier's picture up here. I might be able to do it throughout the thing.
If he's okay with it. You need to ask that he's okay with it.
But, well, Javier, you let me know. You're in the chat. Otherwise, how's everything else? How's everyone else doing? Everybody else? I mean, I know it's not a great time right now, but overall, we'll try and talk about some lighter side today. There's a lot of theme park news, actually. Hey, Eric. So Jordan, I don't know if Jordan, so the big one we didn't get to talk about last week was we were going to do a reaction after Disney World announced their opening plan, but we didn't get around to it, mostly because I got totally destroyed in my actual job. I just had no time. So I wasn't able to step away. But yeah, so Jordan, I don't know if you want to dive into the Disney World opening plan.
We've got some big news. Disney World's wise. We're reopening. But we're reopening a good chunk of blah, 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 blah. Let me back it up.
Try again.
We're opening in a little over a month, about a month and a week from now. But they're going to be phasing it. It's going to be... I had this memorized, but now I just want to be sure. It's going to be Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom, the kingdoms, are opening on July 11th, which is a Wednesday, I want to say. And then 4 days later, the studios and Epcot will open to the same sort of levels of
capacity,
social distancing and minimum capacity.
Do we know what that minimum capacity is yet?
Because they're doing the reservations, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they are doing a reservation, but they haven't really announced what that is going to look like. I think it's going to be interesting because actually this week, Universal Studios Orlando is opening without a reservation system going on. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. If it turns into chaos, becomes a nightmare, then it's gonna be a little bit more telling as to how the Disney reopenings are going to be, because I think those are going to
don't know, Jordan.
Go to begin with.
They're gonna what? You cut out for a sec.
I was saying it's going to be great.
Well, Universal was doing cast member and then AP member previews already. Like today was, I think, the AP member thing. And I saw a little bit of video of it, and it actually looks... I haven't heard anybody yet that got like turned away at the door of like them reaching capacity. But at the moment, it looks like a really good time to go because all of the ride lines were 30 minutes and under.
Mm.
Even the Hagrid
Perfect
ride.
situation.
As perfect as it can be.
Given the circumstances.
It's like ideal. If you had no inkling of what was going on outside of the berms, it would be perfect. You'd be like, hey, we got to come like this all the time.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
But they were all mobile order. I saw that. And then the line, they have all the same kind of stuff that you've seen in Shanghai Disneyland, which had all the like lines spaced out with tape. And otherwise it looked fairly reasonable. The only thing that's a little weird is I feel like people still aren't keeping their distance. Like every video I see, people are still like right next to each other. And, we got a cat attack going on.
Hey.
The little one, just made a tiny scream from the hallway.
That's scary and adorable at the same time.
Very.
What's the update?
Michelle is in the bedroom right now trying to see. I'm trying to listen in.
It sounds under control.
Yeah.
Or is it?
Cat cameo? Potentially.
That'd be fun.
It could. There's a chance. It sounds like one just got locked up, though, so the odds are lower.
Oh, someone was reprimanded.
Mm-hmm. It's the same one every time, so. Let's see, what else is going on? I mean, obviously, that's the big news.
The thing I did about these... Wait, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Oh! There's the little one. He's camera
There's the
shy.
cat cameo.
You need to look at
How's
Look
he
at the
doing?
camera.
Say hi.
I kind of touched him.
This is Ollie.
Oh,
Ollie?
He's shy.
Oh, so he's so camera shy.
you're sitting here much nicer than I thought you were going to.
Yeah, I thought you were going to take off.
All right.
There's little Oliver. And then we have Simba,
He
who's the one that's
literally
locked
had
up.
fur in his mouth.
They're brothers.
Wow.
They roughhouse.
He's in timeout now.
Anyway.
He hissed at me.
Simba?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
that's...
That's why he went in timeout.
There's drama going down.
Anyways,
interesting.
sorry.
This. So Eric says, so Florida is making people from certain states do a 14-day quarantine, which is tough for us Louisiana folks. Hope it's
How are they enforcing that? How do they know?
Yeah, that's the question.
Someone asked.
Maybe it's the
Oh,
honor system.
Bunsen asked, when is Ohana opening? This is the question I have. Jordan, when can I get Ohana?
Potentially. See, it's interesting because also very abruptly, or with no explanation, it kind of makes sense, but they canceled, I can't remember for the specific amount of time, but they canceled all, hotel reservations, not hotel reservations, but especially dinner, meal reservations and fast passes have all been canceled for like the next at least like 3 to 6 months, I think.
Yeah, it said through the
And
end
if
of
you try to go
2020.
into the app right now to get a Fast Pass, you will not see any way to do it. So Fast Pass is gone at the moment.
I wonder if that's going to be like that for Disneyland.
Which who knows?
Like, is Max Pass just going to disappear temporarily? Also, like, all this stuff, do you know, is your Disney Pass going to go back into effect, or is it going to be delayed again? Like, are your payments going to pick back up as soon as the reservation period starts?
First, I want to acknowledge the echo.
Oh, there's an echo.
Oh, is it us
Sorry.
again? We fixed this last time by us putting in our headphones. Thanks for catching it in the chat, everyone.
Wait, Javier's asking about names for a cat. Anything Disney related is good. We have Simba and Oliver. Because we're creative like that.
Oh, other ones.
It's the echo.
Don't
still.
worry. Look at us.
Okay.
You gotta let me know.
Is the echo gone, everyone?
Is it better now?
Because I can also do something.
Yes, Flynn Rider.
Oh, that's a good name.
I second that name.
Right. Trying to
Walt,
think if there's
also
a
a good name.
cat pun we can like.
Walt.
like
That would be a good kitten
Hey,
name.
Samuel. Let's see. When exactly does Universal Studios Hollywood and Disney California Adventure open as well as Disneyland? Okay, so there's no word yet on Disneyland, but interesting fun fact of today, allegedly, and I have to do more research. This is only something I saw through like the Twitterverse, but allegedly Universal Studios Hollywood and Six Flags Magic Mountain have requested to reopen on July 1st. So if that gets approved...
2020.
2020. So
Okay.
if that gets approved, that would mean that we would have at least those two parks opening. On the flip side of that statement, today the same thing that was said was that Disneyland is canceling, and it hasn't happened yet. We have a reservation for 4th of July weekend, but allegedly Disneyland is canceling reservations up through July 15th. So as of right now, it doesn't look like you can get any reservation for Disneyland Resort before July 15th, which would mean that obviously they're not going to open before that, at least. So I would say at the
Wait.
moment,
Then how do we get a reservation?
because we got one before they...
Oh, before they changed
Yeah,
it.
so
Okay.
we'll get a friendly email. It's been weird. Remember when I had the Oga's Cantina reservation?
Yes.
They literally just sent me an email like, sorry. And it's like that was it. There was no like make good on it or anything, which I understand.
Well-
At the same time, it was like...
They were probably like, you should have seen this coming.
It's very possible. So, anyway, that was a thing. But yeah, so right now, let's see. The tentative reopening date for Universal Studios Hollywood and Magic Mountain is July 1st, but I have to see another real credible source yet. So, put a big asterisk by that. But that's what I heard today.
And really, the only credible source should be either Universal Studios or Disney when
Correct.
it comes to
Yeah.
those kinds of things.
That's a good point.
But yeah, progress is happening, and so it's a
Oh, yeah, no.
site.
I can't go on Rise of the Resistance until after I give birth. But then Joey was telling me something about
Oh, yeah.
what's the concern?
Peter from Ordinary Adventures posted that they stopped doing the elevator scene inside of what was the Universal Studios Orlando's, what's the other ride? The bank one. Gringotts. The Gringotts coaster? There's like an elevator pre-show, and apparently they don't do it right now in Universal for like per coronavirus. And then it raised the question of, well, is Disney going to be able to handle all of the Rise of the Resistance pre-shows, because they're all in smaller rooms, if you can't like be in close proximity to others? It's raising a lot of questions, and at that point it's like, do we want Michelle to experience the Rise of the Resistance rides if those rooms were eliminated from the experience?
I think I just explained to them my situation, and they'll say, that makes sense. We'll run the whole thing just for you, by yourself.
Just a whole
I
experience.
think everyone gets their own personal ride.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
But
I mean, everything, it doesn't make sense because Universal is at a lower capacity right now, and there's really no reason that they couldn't continue to do those pre-shows at lower capacity.
I think it's
I
probably
think
just...
you could, if the parks are at less than 20% at 20% capacity, you could easily correctly social distance in the Rise of the Resistance scenes or in like Tower of Terror.
I think
mean,
the issue is
harder.
You can tell people to correctly social distance and be like, you need to stand on these X's and stay on these X's, but
Correct.
you can't guarantee that the people are going to do it, so they'd rather just avoid that lawsuit altogether.
Yeah, that's a good point. Hi, Eddie. I don't know. Do I remember you? Refresh my memory.
Ooh.
I might.
Being called out.
Let's see. Where we at? Oh, Betty asks, will you visit Universal as soon as it opens? Okay. So, Jordan does not have a Universal pass for Orlando. And because, I mean, I don't know if you have any plans of that, but it's not cheap, so I would totally understand. And I don't think you should have to go to Universal Orlando. I think pending...
It's not cheap, and I'm cheap.
I think pending what the time frame of the baby is going to play a big part of it.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't really want to do a whole lot 14 days before the due date, specifically because, I mean, the reality of it is, guys, is if I would get sick, I can't go to the hospital and be in the room, which would be devastating, obviously. So as we get closer and closer to that due date, we're going to have to, at least the West Coast side is going to have to quarantine even more so, just because we don't want to risk that.
Yep.
But that
No,
being
you should be
said,
there.
if July 1st comes around, though, and that's actually the opening, there's a scenario where we could get one last trip in before it's done. But that's a huge...
I'm not going.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, what would... realistically, unless they open Secret Life of Pets, I guess it would be nice to go on Jurassic World one more time. Whatever. Anyway, point
How
of
many
this...
days was it before it closed, before Secret Life of Pets opened?
The opening day was going to be the day before it closed. I had a reservation on that ride for the Saturday, and the park closed on Friday. We would have already ridden.
Realistically, Universal should or could open with Secret Life.
I mean, it should. I don't know if it will. Then maybe they wait for
Probably
a bigger
until
thing.
it's at full capacity.
Yeah, they've never had a grand opening for it. It's going to be a cool little dark ride, so I wonder if they'll do something for it. Laura suggests grandparents babysit. They're both located in different states.
Yeah.
And so there's a scenario in the future.
Sort of set up a Skype call like this.
That's how it works, right?
Have them monitor.
But yeah, mine are still in Wisconsin. Yes, Michelle's are retired, enjoying life in sunnier plains.
Yeah, they're in Arizona.
Sunnier plains.
I know. Hi, Tybalt. Tybalt's back. Laura says, I'm sure that Michelle is really missing Tower of Terror. I mean the Guardians, right?
You have no idea. I'm just going to over and over and over. And then I'm going to go get a drink and then go on it again and then regret that. And that's my plan.
Guys, in the comments...
And have sushi.
Yeah, Michelle's very much missing sushi. Real quick, what ride do you guys miss the most? What is the one? Just one. You can only say one. It can't be like this one or that one. In the comments, write what ride you guys miss the most. It can be from any park, too. It doesn't need to be from Disney. It could be Universal, anything.
I mean, it should be from Disney.
It can.
It could be from Universal.
Jordan, when you go to Islands of Adventure for the first time, you're going to be, mind blown. You're going to be like, wow, have I been missing out?
I've sort of been keeping my distance for when I do eventually go. But as it's been opening this week, I've been seeing a lot of things that get me very intrigued about when I do finally get over there.
It is very cool.
Why is my brain not computing BTRR?
Big
Big Thunder
Thunder
Railroad.
Railroad. Oh. Good one, Julie. That's good.
Oh, Samuel asked the question before you did. What are your favorite rides at both Disneyland and Universal?
Nice, Samuel.
Oh, I guess we're doing the ones we missed. Well, the one I missed is my favorite one.
So, we got Indiana Jones for Javier. That's a really good one. Pirates of the Caribbean, classic. Original Haunted Mansion, very good point, Betty. I am a strong believer in that. It has been a long time since I've been on that ride. Tom Sawyer's Island, Tybalt. Interesting.
Are you
I bet
trolling us?
if that was the one you missed the most and you went back on the first day, you would have Tom Sawyer's Island all to yourself.
Gonna be a good time. Eric, Avatar Flight of Passage. Never been on that. Oh, looks good.
Elmer
pretty
Stud
good.
made it for a live chat. Hello.
Hey, Elmer Stud. Good to see you.
Elmer.
I really like that name.
We're saying
It's funny.
he's a big commenter, top commenter, as YouTube would recommend. Whenever you guys engage a lot on stuff, we get alerts, and it's like there'll be a little asterisk next to your name. It's like, this is a top commenter on your channel. And we're like, yes, we know. We comment back all the time. Did I miss one? I missed a lot. Oh, maybe I did.
He's not trolling. All right, Tybalt. Yeah, you probably have the island on yourself.
Tybalt finally sent me a picture. By the way, Jordan, we've talked about this before. Tybalt sent me a picture of the rifles in Frontierland when they used to sell the rifles. He has a picture of himself with the rifle.
Oh, awesome. That's vintage.
Mm-hmm.
You have to send that to me.
Guys, I want to ride Haunted Mansion so bad.
Yeah, I mean, Tower of Terror. But since we're in California, I will say Guardians.
Oh, Javier, his shirt looks great. Hold on a second.
Oh, cool.
And then I'll answer the story.
See, the thing is, we don't even have our merchandise,
Oh my
so it's exciting to see, to actually see it in, that it actually exists.
That's so exciting.
That you guys are repping Happy Place Explorers.
Thank you.
We're live trying to update this. Get out of here.
That's a dumb hashtag.
What should I do?
I don't know.
I'm an old
should
man
do it
struggling on
afterwards.
Instagram right now. No, it's happening live.
Are you live tweeting?
No, I'm adding it to our story on Instagram. It's amazing.
Oh, nice.
Here, I'm gonna see if I gotta save it too.
Check out our Instagram.
No, I'm gonna figure it out. We're gonna get
Just
it
gonna
out.
figure it out. Okay, let's see. Live and dream. One taco at a time? Wait, I want tacos now.
Oh yeah, that's my shirt. That's the shirt I'm wearing.
Oh!
Wait.
Is
no,
that a Taco
I'm
Bell
back.
shirt?
Nope. It's
Oh.
from one of the ministries down in Mexico.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But the emphasis is on the tacos.
Ed sent
and
his
how
to
they're
your
part of the dream.
Facebook.
I'll grab it. Stand by. I'll get it, Ed.
Oh boy. Okay, and now what do we miss from Universal? What rides do we miss from Universal?
Good question. Jordan, what ride you've been to Universal Studios Hollywood once.
That correct. And I trying to remember our day at Universal Studios Hollywood. I remember the studio tour being very awesome.
Yeah.
And I liked how it was a whole experience. Jurassic Park was pretty cool.
Yeah, you got to ride
I think we did
original
the
Jurassic
Mummy.
Park.
I think we did Transformers. Hogwarts wasn't there yet.
I don't know.
We did Waterworld. We did not get our faces painted,
Was that?
but it was an option.
We didn't.
Oh. What's my favorite ride at
What is
Universal?
everyone saying right now? Back to the Future?
We're talking
Oh.
about favorite tacos too. We are behind.
Oh no.
So we need to do rides. Rides at Universal.
The one I miss?
Yeah.
Jurassic Park.
I just miss Waterworld.
Good fun fact, Michelle. Later in the show, I got the Waterworld POV up and ready to go. Today we're going to watch it.
I love stunt shows. At Hollywood Studios, I used to love the car stunt show. And I got rid of it.
All right, let's see how this works. I'm going to do... Here's
I gotta look
Sorry.
at the old maps of. Oh wow!
That's
look at
Javier's
that.
shirt.
He looks so cool.
He does look so cool with the glasses.
I wish I could say it was the shirt was why he looked so cool, but
And the back has the sea
just
and
the
the
whole-
happy place.
Oh,
wow.
cool.
I like the blue. That looks good. Then Ed's got the same shirt.
Ed.
Ed!
get that.
There he is! Rocking the
It
shirts.
looks great.
Thank you guys.
That's so exciting.
Let us know.
I want one now.
Everyone's getting shirts.
Do it.
But also, okay, then we moved on to favorite tacos.
How do we get off favorite tacos? Our chat. We've lost control of the chat.
This is what it's for. These are important things. Jordan, favorite tacos.
Soft taco.
Just a general
But
soft taco.
what filling?
I would get when in Mexico. I would get every Thursday night. I would go and get dos adobada y dos asada maíz con todo.
Uh-huh.
How was that?
It was delicious every single time. That means 2 steak tacos and 2 pork tacos. And in Mexico, they have them on the
yeah.
spit with the pineapple juice sort of dripping on both sides. And then
Yeah.
you cut it and they chop it. Sometimes I would get chorizo. It was all good.
I think my favorite type of tacos is barbacoa beef tacos. I really like barbacoa.
There was...
Favorite Mexican food is quesaritos, which is
Sure.
probably an issue.
You lived in authentic Mexico and you go to Taco Bell. What's your favorite taco?
There was in Milwaukee, when we were living back in Wisconsin, there's a place called Bel Air.
Bel Air Cantina.
Bel Air Cantina. There's like 3 of them there. There was a taco there called Ninja Pig, and it was a marinated pork
belly?
Yeah, marinated pork belly. It was like a sweet and salty taco. It was so good. It had like a slaw in it. Oh, it's amazing. Anyway, Bel Air Cantina, shout out. Ding ding ding.
You're ever in Milwaukee.
We are not sponsored by Bel Air.
We are not sponsored by Bel Air Cantina. However,
We
That would
haven't
be a
done
very-
that joke in a
would be
while.
A very unique, very awesome sponsorship to have. Actually.
from
Oh my
across the
gosh,
country.
yeah. Jordan, you got a solid 4 out of 10 on speaking Spanish.
Javier.
My wife came to come and taunt me in person
Yes!
For your Spanish?
about it. So
That's
Rusty.
my favorite when that happens.
Ninja Pig.
What's going on right then? Burritos, tacos? We are on a Mexican kick right now. Oh, Ninja Pig!
That's
Yeah,
Kevin.
Kibu gets it. Kibu.
You
How do
know,
I say it, Kevin? Kibu?
Kebu.
Kebu?
don't.
Kebu Ayan Taraktai.
Oh, jeez. What?
Yeah, I know. We're
Since
starving
we're on
now.
food, what's
We're obviously going to Taco Bell after this,
No.
correct?
are we?
No, we
We
can't.
lost control of the chat.
Okay, so
Replay.
No, the curfew doesn't go into effect until 9.
yeah, so there's a
So we can go to
there's been
Taco
a
Bell.
curfew the last 2 days. Was it 5?
3 days.
Yeah.
5 and 6.
Anyway, now it's at 9 tonight.
But wait, let's bring it back kind of to Disney, but since we're on food, I know we've talked about this before, but what's the food that you miss most from Disney or Universal?
Mm.
The food item that you miss the most, put it in the comments. I think I'm really craving the Monte Cristo from Cafe Orleans.
What's in saying Ohana?
Oh,
Truth.
well, Ohana always.
Oh, Plaza Chicken. Oh, Plaza Chicken
I
was
haven't
so good.
had it.
Michelle's gonna lose her mind. She loves fried chicken. Like,
But will you take it off the bone for? Is it on the bone?
yeah, I'll take it off the bone.
Okay. I don't do the bone part.
When you walk into the Magic Kingdom, and you go in under the bridge, under the train, on the left side, and you sort of walk towards the Emporium, you got the flagpole right in the middle. About 10 feet, there's a railing, and right in front of it is a bubbler. The water is not cold right away, but if you sit there and you let it run for just a few seconds, it'll get nice and crisp. I missed that. That one specifically.
Jordan.
Churro toffee.
And it's low calorie.
Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, churro toffee. If we're moving into desserts, Oh, I found a recipe on Pinterest for churro toffee. I'm off on Friday. Maybe I'll try and make churro toffee on Friday.
I mean,
Film it,
I'll
because I want to know if it's possible.
I'm like the least
good.
interesting person to film.
Because we don't, as far as I know, we don't even have churro toffee in Disney World. So the only way I would have it is by making it. So you have to teach us.
It is really good.
School bread from the Norway Pavilion. Oh my gosh, I just want to go to Epcot as an adult over 21 now and get food and beverages around the world and then go pass out.
It's true. That is something that would be very awesome now as an adult.
It would be
As a kid, it was
amazing.
all about rides, but now I just want to eat around
No,
the world.
I always loved the Epcot Pavilion, and I remember the first time I went there, I was 17. I was like, I can't wait to come back here once I'm older. And I haven't yet, but we will.
Did you see that when Epcot reopens, it very likely will not. They'll be staffed by not people from the countries.
That makes sense,
It
unfortunately.
makes sense, but it's going to be surreal
Yeah.
when
I loved that
John
cultural
from
aspect of
Windermere
it.
is going to be giving us our egg rolls in China.
Oh, caramel.
Food and Wine Festival. Didn't that just start and then the quarantine hit? Or no, we haven't hit that yet.
No, yeah, that was going on at California Adventure when quarantine started. So, allegedly, there was a permit set up for whenever the parks decide to open for Food and Wine to continue, because a lot of people have those sip and savor things. These those little, what do you call them? Lanyards that you walk around with. So, apparently, you're still going to be able to use those once the park reopens, which makes sense, because, otherwise it was a big thing.
We were right in the middle of Flower and Garden over here in Epcot too, so
Oh, yeah.
I think we'll probably see an extension of that to some extent.
Oh, what if... I mean, I could go for an elote dog right now. Really, just the foot-long hot dogs at Coke Corner.
Or the apple pie caramel apple. I really like that one, too.
Or a Ronto wrap.
All right, now everyone's going to leave because now they're hungry.
I'm starving. This took a massive turn.
When you go on into Animal Kingdom,
Was that an
and
earthquake?
Get
Hold
in
on.
line for
Oh, Jordan, we're having
We're
an
having an
earthquake.
earthquake.
Of course we are.
that's
End of world.
awesome. That's
We're-
so cool.
We're okay.
Not okay for the 2 Wisconsin kids. Not okay.
Hey, Happy Place Live. We just had an earthquake. Anyone else feel that? Is anyone else on the... Betty, you're kind of near us.
Betty, help.
Did you feel anything?
Do I need to go under the table?
No, we're okay. It stopped. That was weird. We were in and well, look at our cat not even caring.
No, he can't. He knows something's wrong.
All of a sudden, everything started shaking. Is anybody else? You felt it, Betty? Okay, that's the first one. We've lived out here for a couple years now. I have never actually felt one. I've woken up in the aftermath of one, as in that
Because
night.
I felt
Because
it.
Michelle was like, Joey, and then woke up that time. But I've never actually felt one. That's the first time I ever felt one. I love what Jordan was in the middle of a conversation and Michelle's like, why is everything shaky? And then we both realized at the same time.
Actually, when I was there with you, I believe we were actually at Universal Studios and we experienced an earthquake.
Did we?
We were in the subway and then all of a sudden everything went nuts.
Oh, Jordan. Okay, that was
there
funny.
was water pouring. You remember that?
Yeah, Jordan.
I will never forget that.
Anyway, Tybalt says, sorry, that was my stomach growling. Surprised y'all felt that.
Katie said she saw the computer shake.
Yeah, could you guys see the computer shaking on your side? That's a good question.
Katie said, yeah.
That's going to be fun on the replay.
Yeah, I know, we're going to have to watch it. Anyway, Laura points out, Laura, did you feel it? Central Valley had one last week. She's about an hour and a half away. That's pretty far. But Betty for sure felt it. She said she felt it.
2 minutes ago, where's Searless Valley?
I don't know. It's
It was a 5.0.
I was going to say, it felt large.
But it's kind of... So we're down here.
Oh, so it's pretty far
It was-
north.
But still, it was a...
That's a big earthquake.
It's 100 miles away from us, but that was... Why not? 2020.
I don't understand tectonics and whatnot. How cool.
That was pretty cool.
Gosh, what a natural phenomenon.
Yeah. But we literally had to be like, Jordan, wait a second. Okay. Yeah, anyway, that was good.
I was gearing up for like the most hilarious joke of the night. And
I know, we're sorry.
I got upstaged by God.
A tree fell outside their house. Just
Whoa.
now?
Oh, wow.
Where are you at, Brandon?
Well, maybe Brayden, and
Brayden?
maybe he doesn't
Sorry.
want to share. Oh.
I know, Betty. It's not, I don't think Michelle's a fan either. I thought you handled that really well, actually.
I'm
Kept
getting
me calm.
better.
Yeah.
I think I handled it pretty good too. I mean, to be humble about it.
That's true, Tyball. We don't need to worry about a tsunami on the West Coast. Elmer Studd said, best drinking story I have is stealing an entire pitcher of beer from the Hoop-Dee-Doo Review with my brother-in-law.
Awesome.
I'm trying to think of the logistics of that. If the show is going on, it may be a little easier. I want to hear more about that story.
Jenny brings up a good point. Is 2020 over yet?
Honestly.
We're halfway there, guys.
But it's so conflicting for us because we've had like two major amazing milestones for 2020, which was buying our first house and going to be the birth of our child. So
In that order.
yes. So like going forward into the future,
chronologically.
it's going to be like 2020 was the worst year ever, but
we had a lot of good stuff happen.
oh, so conflicting. Anyways,
Big silver lining.
Tybalt.
Big silver lining.
Tybalt asked an amazing question that comes up every time we talk to people.
Would you rather live in an area with earthquakes or tornadoes? And Jordan, for you, I would do hurricanes or tornadoes.
Jordan has been in an earthquake before, right? In Mexico? You must have had an earthquake.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The only times they ever happened were at night. And where I lived, semi-trucks would drive by a lot. So I would always like wake up and think a truck was driving by.
So I would much rather be in a place with tornadoes because tornadoes, you get a warning. They can tell when a tornado is going to come down most of the time, and a siren goes off and you go into your basement because you have basements. Mm-hmm. And here, there's no warning, and the earth just moves. And a tornado, you could see in the distance, which in 2006, a tornado hit our town, and we did, because the boys were boys and stayed outside and wanted to watch the tornado.
We were young. I don't know if I would do that as an adult.
It was across town. You could see it. But we knew we were okay where we were. But earthquakes are just everywhere, and it's not okay, and the earth needs to stay still.
The earth is actually moving around.
Very fast.
Jordan?
So most people in the chat...
Also, there was a rocket this week.
There was. Wait 1 second. We're not there yet. We'll come back to it.
Oh, yeah.
The question was asked, earthquakes versus tornadoes, and I noticed a lot of people are picking earthquakes, except for, you'll notice Jenny says, Oklahoma is fun for tornadoes. And that's a very telling remark, because tornadoes are more appropriate. Like, now that we lived in the Midwest and you had to deal with it, anyone who's, like, been in a tornado gets what Michelle was just saying. The idea of, like, it's a very small area that it can go through.
Tornado Alley in Oklahoma.
Well, I was going to say the idea of the fact that if you're in a tornado, it's very minimal that it's going to hit you, that you're going to have an issue where it seriously impacts you. Unless it's a big
F7
tornado.
or something.
So most of the time a tornado is just like a storm.
Well,
that's why... No, I'm just saying I'm agreeing with you on earthquakes. I think that an earthquake
not
is...
to minimize the destruction that a tornado can cause, because they can, but
Correct.
You get warning.
I think an earthquake is more frightening than a tornado.
But it's also because we grew up with tornadoes. We didn't grow up with earthquakes.
Yeah, I think that plays
I
it too.
sort of got lackadaisical about tornado sirens and stuff, because they just happen.
Especially when we were teenagers, we would run outside and...
Rich, have you seen Twister before? No, thank you.
I do encounter a twister like that, I'm gonna walk right up to it, and I'm gonna go have a
drink. Oh,
dorks.
Bill Paxton.
R.I.P.
Wow. What a legacy.
R.I.P.
I do miss thunderstorms.
Mm-hmm. Movies equal reality. Yep. Yeah, let's hashtag the night is hashtag movies equal reality.
Someone already did the don't kick her.
Keep it alive. I gotta
That's
make
it.
those socks. Those socks are. That's a great
We
idea.
should do hashtag don't kick her. Oh, I had an idea for the other one.
While we're talking, should we switch over? We're gonna do tonight's POV. We're gonna do the full Waterworld show at Universal Studios Hollywood. If you've never seen it, it's a blast. And I think we all decided to put that on. We can still chat, ask questions and stuff, but let's throw it up. Hey, Jason. Ed. Was Twister really a crappy movie? Bill Paxton, Helen Hunt, Philip Seymour Hoffman as Dusty.
Twister was based on a real thing?
Food!
We crave sustenance.
This is my life. Don't kick tornadoes.
Don't kick tornadoes.
That's just good, solid advice.
That's Julie saying, I lived through the night that Twister was based on. Oh, that's
Twister
right.
Twister was based on a real
because there's
thing?
a big 5. There was like 5 storms, like tornadoes in a row or whatever.
See, that's not okay.
40 years ago today, she says.
Oh. Whoa!
This is like symbolic natural phenomenon.
Very relevant. All right, let's. We're gonna put on Waterworld, and for the most part, we'll enjoy and see what's going on.
Oh, I love stunt shows and fire.
I always heard that dry land was a myth.
Well, we're about to find out.
Jordan, you're just on a roll tonight, aren't you?
Yep.
Have you guys watched the show before? In the comments, have you guys actually ever seen it? Highly recommend.
I've never seen the movie, but I love going to this show.
That's true. I mean, yeah, I haven't seen the movie either. Jordan, have you seen the movie?
You don't have to see the movie.
Okay.
It had Kevin Costner in it. Twister. If you have to pick between Twister and
Waterworld?
Pick Twister.
Twister.
You pick Water. The movie wise, you would pick.
Javier said there's going to be no more splash zone because of possible cross-contamination.
That's true, I heard that.
What?
A lot of the water effects are being turned down.
What do you mean? Because they're...
I don't know how you would do a not splash on a Waterworld, though. You'll see in a second why it is challenging.
Like, because they're in the water?
But all the water is like treated, like heavily.
It's chlorine.
Ed coming in. Twister is a much better movie than Waterworld.
But I never got to experience it, but Twister also had its own attraction, if I remember correctly.
That's true.
That's like
Universal.
one thing that I always remember seeing on commercials that I wanted to do as a kid. Because you could like stand in a tornado or something, right?
Yeah,
It looks
like
like they had like created one in the... I don't even know what replaced it. I'm trying to think.
I think it's where Jimmy Fallon used to be. Or where Jimmy Fallon is now, the Jimmy Fallon ride. I think that's where Twister was.
So a different type of disaster came up.
Waterworld haters in here. I mean, I haven't seen it. Maybe it's good. I mean, we have such low expectations. There's a scenario where we're like, we really enjoy it. Look at this, guys! There's gunfire and explosions.
Luckily, water puts out fire.
Right, Julie? This show's awesome.
Oh, and the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids 3D experience. I remember seeing that on commercials too.
I never went
When
to
our
that.
parents promised us that we would go
That's
to
true.
parks when our younger siblings were older, and then we didn't.
Look at this.
Joey, that's like you.
Yeah, I used to go.
That's
I
great.
used to ski and wakeboard. Oh! I hit the fence.
How long could you hold your breath for?
Underwater?
Underwater.
30 seconds.
Whoa.
I don't know. I haven't tried it. We could try it.
That's different.
I'm gonna wait you out. Wait. Let's pour water on her face.
What?
The Deacon's here.
I don't know. I don't know how to simulate underwater.
Twister greater than Waterworld. Laura misses kayaking. Did we miss something?
No, she just misses kayaking.
No.
What? Okay.
What?
All I know about the Twister attraction is that they recreated a Twister, but was that it? Was it like a
It was-
5-minute experience,
it
or did
was-
they build it up?
It was
And
one.
also, what is this backdraft?
Okay, so Backdraft was a fire ride. It was at Universal Studios Hollywood and I think Orlando at one point. And it was kind of like this, not a show, but you go into a room and they just like show you, they like set the room ablaze. And it was based on, the movie Backdraft. But Twister was the same way, where they'd bring you in and sort of recreate a scene as if you were in like all the behind the scenes of a movie. But then they basically do the scene where, like at the drive-in theater, where like the sign comes into the auto shop and stuff. They'd recreate that scene. Oh, the Deacon's coming in. See, I never got to go on the backdraft ride. Bums me out. I mean, we love this so much that we probably love the backdraft. I guess it's not a ride; it's more of an experience.
Everyone says it's better than Twister.
Really?
Yeah.
Is backdraft still around anywhere?
After.
I know it's not in Orlando. Is it in? I wonder if it's still in one of the overseas parks. Oh, you know what was the best? The Jaws ride at Universal Orlando.
Did I go on?
I don't know if you've ever been.
They sort of built that up.
We went to Halloween Horror Nights there that one time. What's that?
They sort of built that up.
It's like Jungle Cruise, but Jaws.
Just going through Amity Island.
Yes, and you're literally like they're like talking about where the incident used to happen, and then all of a sudden a shark attacks, and then like the guy has like a grenade launcher, and then, like it has like explosions. The Jaws ride was amazing.
This guy golfing.
Oh. Citizens of...
Oh no, Laura, you don't need to bring that up.
I think we need to continue to bring it up until it happens.
I was like anxiously rehearsing it the other morning for some reason. I was like, what would I say? What would I do if they keep bringing it up?
There you go. So it's working, guys. Keep the campaign alive. Who's this, John?
What?
That guy is way smaller than this. How does he think he's going to take this guy?
Oh no. Oh.
Oh.
Some sketchy camera work here.
Hi.
Joe. What are you doing? Oh, Ollie's back. Ollie's like, guys, there was an earthquake.
Ollie has fully processed the earthquake now.
Not going away.
Hashtag, there's an elephant. Mr. Marvel.
Javier, that's what it would be. This is an elephant. That is also an elephant. They have trunks.
Ollie.
Hi.
What's wrong? Oh.
Do you want to watch with us?
Ollie, we're watching Waterworld.
What is Ollie's favorite show at Universal?
At Universal? He likes the pets one, the animal actors. Okay. Oh, look at that little paw! So get out of my face. Get out of my face.
He's so camera shy.
Hi, Ollie. Oh, now he wants to come back up. Ollie? What?
Oh, Roman hates tornadoes.
Uh-oh.
I mean, have to expect.
Advancing the storyline.
Little by little.
Oh, no.
We're fleshing this guy. What the? How did this guy
He's gonna get hung up. He's hung up. Dry land.
I don't know which ones I'm supposed to watch.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Is Indiana Jones Stunt Show.
That's a good comparison.
I like this better than Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones is more about recreating scenes from the movie. This is like reenacting the actual story of the movie.
And there's water and jet skis.
Yeah. That would be my ultimate desire for Hollywood studios. That would be a relatively simple fix. Is to the stunt behind the scenes show doesn't really make sense in Hollywood studios anymore. So they should just fully embrace and make it like a theatrical Indiana Jones experience.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
More like this.
Yeah.
Where nothing's explained, you just get to take it all in.
I mean, this is awesome. We're getting to, as we get closer and closer to the real impressive part. Make sure we pump the volume for that.
Does it actually happen?
Yeah, this one
good.
did. What's happening with Roman today?
He's still in Australia raising his emus with his pet lizard, Jim.
Good for him. Is he stuck there because of quarantine? He wasn't able to come back. Oh, Tybalt, have we ever
Jaws
seen
3.
Jaws 3?
No.
Wow. The Quaidmeister.
If you don't know, Dennis Quaid is the lead actor in Jaws 3, and it is... it is an experience. I don't hate it. People, hate that movie. It is not bad.
I love the premise. It's like Jurassic World before Jurassic World.
That's a good point.
I love that she beats the crap out of them all.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. Oh, this is so crazy. The stunt show's
Try it.
amazing.
What if she lets go? Will she fall in the water?
Thanks.
Yeah. Well,
For part
she's,
of it.
she's flying over, a lot of pier, walkway.
Yeah.
Makes me nervous. That's why this show's so scary.
Not over audience members.
What's happening now? What am I even focusing on?
Yeah, what are you focusing on?
A critique of my performance.
Zoom out!
There we go. That was good direction. Look at
Thank
that.
you.
Took it right away. So what's all that blue stuff again? All that...
The water?
Mute him.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's the other half
yeah.
of Waterworld.
All these fire effects on water also remind me of World of Color.
That's one of my favorite things is fire effects on water. I'm like, yeah.
When fire becomes a fountain, it's just a recipe for awesome sauce.
There were 4 Jaws movies, Tybalt. The worst one is Jaws: The Revenge, and that one has Michael Caine in it.
That's what's most shocking,
It's
is that...
The
Michael
worst
Caine.
one.
What was his name? Hoagie.
Hoagie.
Or
No, I think it might have been Hoagie. What is it?
Oh, what was his name? It doesn't matter. There's something.
Did you hear Ed's thing? Jaws 3 was originally going to be an airplane-type comedy called Jaws 3 People Zero.
They went a different route with it.
Is he being serious?
I mean, I would. If that is the case, I would contest it should still be made.
Here we go. Are we coming up on it? Turn it up a little bit.
I'm nervous.
Oh, we shot a bunch of holes in that fuel tank.
That's not good. Fuel can ignite.
Oh no, someone just fell in the acid.
I've had enough of these games. I got something here with a bit more kick.
Oh boy, here we go. Everyone ready? Hold on to your butts.
Whoa!
It's got a rocket launcher.
Slice it to the water hazard.
Look at all that water pouring. Or wait, no, is that water or petrol?
Almost there.
This is such a crazy show.
That's gonna be
So
a lot
exciting every time.
I'm excited right now. Look, I have a dumb smile on my face while I'm watching.
Yes! Winner!
No, you boo him. You boo.
Boo. Is that actually Costner in person?
Nope.
Oh. Well, I know Johnny Depp was on Pirates at one time.
That's
so
true. That did happen.
We could say Costner wouldn't fill up.
How do you like that? My men are dead. Good. Good. Soldier boy. See that ladder? Climb.
Jaws 19. This time it's really, really personal.
Who's left? Who's left in the Brody family to harass?
It's time to stop fresh.
Chief Brody's grandson. Great grandson.
Great grandson.
Small problem. I don't know where it is.
Named Bruce.
So you're gonna tell me.
Here comes the Mariner.
Look at
Boom.
that. Right in the face.
I don't think so.
Oh, snap. Let's punch him in the face. Oh my gosh.
What if movies really did equal reality, and this was just like
Don't
people
say
got
that
in
in
fights.
2020, Jordan. Maybe
Like
this is our future.
Oh, here we go.
Famous last words. Maybe we were watching this.
The seaplane.
Spoilers.
Joey!
I'm not wrecking anything. It's flying over right now. They're,
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, there goes a rocket. Be careful. The seaplane.
Seaplanes. That reminds me of Tailspin.
There was a Wild Wild West stunt show?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Whoa! Oh, it's amazing. Every time.
Oh, it's so cool.
Wow.
That's the best part.
I remember seeing it from the outside as well, which was very strange.
Oh,
Oh.
really?
They should give it like 2 minutes for applause.
You think you won?
Just like let everyone clap for it for like 2 minutes.
And you
Who's
know,
gonna stop me now? You?
Wow. Oh, the Mariner.
You don't have a leg to stand on. Yes, I, Deacon of Waterworld,
holding on.
have a new nation. Dry land is my destiny.
The next
I am
coolest
so out
part.
of shape. Look what that guy's doing.
Oh no!
This is the second
Whoa!
coolest part.
Someone help that
Way
guy!
too hard.
Oh no! And then he lights the water on fire. What am I doing? Go down to the water!
I think Joey gets too excited when we're here and he's just all over the place.
That's amazing! Every time. You guys gotta get out of
Flying
there.
over the water. You know what this reminds me of? Fantastic.
It does, because
When the
the...
fire goes over the
Yeah.
water.
Hold on, this place is about to blow.
They're trying to get to dry land, if I remember correctly.
Mariner's lines are pre-recorded.
No, it's not.
Mariners are. What was the explosion?
It's a real life
Wow,
thing.
look at that! It's crazy!
You can feel the heat.
Yeah, when you're there, you really can.
And so the Deacon's threat has ended.
Wow. What a show, right?
Yay.
Oh.
Oh,
Jordan, they don't have this at Universal Orlando.
Do they not?
They don't. Get out of here,
Some-
sign.
Something that, I don't know if it's still around, but something that I've never looked into, honestly. But Disneyland Paris, the sister park, the studios, has an Armageddon stunt show. I have no idea what happens in it, but it's based on Armageddon.
Do they still have that, or did that get torn down for Galaxy's Edge? Because they started building Galaxy's Edge now.
I don't think anything got torn down for the expansion. I think they literally are expanding.
why doesn't Ed have his own YouTube channel? Because he has done everything. And it would
Wealth
be
of knowledge.
so interesting.
Let's do the Ed Corner. Let's let Ed talk about a ride for 20 minutes, and we'll just put...
Hold up. Highball met Richard Dreyfuss.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he said that. I met Richard Dreyfuss at work from Jaws. He was really nice and cool.
At work?
And Bunsen
Exactly how I'd
said...
want him to be.
Did you see what Bunsen said?
What?
You met Dr. Leo Marvin?
Dr. Leo Marvin. Baby steps.
This is important. This means something.
Oh, Ed. Don't let me do that. I'm just a trivia nerd. Oh, I miss doing trivia, too.
I know. Well, guys, we're coming up on the end here of the Happy Place Live Hour. We wanted to thank everybody for joining us tonight. We know stuff's going on, but we appreciate, hopefully we were just able to hang out and have a casual conversation for an hour. It's good to kind of
Take a break.
Nice.
take a second. Yep. Give yourself a second to mentally recoup. Yeah, the trivia game was fun. We'll have to figure that out.
I'm the one that has control of it at work, so.
We'll look into it. There'll definitely be something again.
Yeah.
Maybe it's something different, but we'll definitely do something again because that was fun. That was fun to do that. So, otherwise, hope everybody else is doing well. Hope you're all healthy and safe and Things are going well. I know.
Hydrated.
We experienced an earthquake earlier on the live stream, so if you want to go back and watch that, I'm not sure what timestamp it was at. I'm sure we'll check it out. It was pretty weird. I'm not sure how it looks, but I'm curious how our reaction is.
A little after 6:30.
Okay, yeah, right. So right around the halfway point of Happy Place Live today, there was an earthquake. So if you want to go back and check that out, it happened live on camera. So.
Are we getting Taco Bell?
We are getting Taco Bell. Thank you, everybody, for the recommendations for favorite tacos. Now we're going to go spend some money on some Taco Bell.
Take a picture of the food and put it on Instagram.
Hey, and also shout out to Ed and Javier showing us your shirts tonight. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Shout out to Ed doing the super chat right at the beginning.
Oh,
Too generous. We
Ed.
appreciate it.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We love having you guys here.
Hold on. Favorite hot sauce at Taco Bell? Here's
Mild.
okay. Jordan has a whole. Okay. Mine is hot. Taco Bell was also my first job when I was 15, and I still enjoy eating there.
Taco Bell used to have a Verde sauce. That was my favorite. It was green.
Oh, yeah, that was good. No, mild is maybe the best condiment that you can get.
Jordan.
I'm not ashamed. I will eat mild sauce packets by themselves.
I was wondering if you were going to share that fun fact or not.
Just a reminder.
I'm not. I have no reason to hide that.
Happy Place Explorers is not sponsored by Taco Bell.
Thing you can experience.
No, Javier's right. Mild is like ketchup water.
The best. Well, then all I want to drink is ketchup water. Ketchup water. That's crazy. No, there's a collection of spices and it's looser than. It's not as thick as ketchup. It just sort of drips over any kind of thing you'd put it on.
Yeah.
It feels
I like
nice on the tongue. It's
the
usually
hand
cool.
visualization of mild sauce.
I have
You're like,
to.
it's like this.
I have to.
This is
it
mild
covers
sauce.
all the senses.
I think hot sauce has a better flavor than fire because I love spicy food. So I think hot sauce is hotter.
With the sauces, as you get hotter, they also get smokier.
The majority of the
Yes,
group here
and I don't like
is
smoking.
very much on the hot side.
See? So sometimes they have that Diablo sauce.
Have you ever tried ketchup on tacos? It works in a weird way.
Have you ever had ketchup on pizza?
You're the one that told us about that.
Ugh.
That'll change your life.
Why?
I was very resistant. I thought, oh, that is the most disgusting thing you could do. Why would you ruin pizza? But if you put ketchup on pizza, it's just a nice little sweet kiss on top of the slice. Because ketchup is a little sweeter. You're still eating tomato sauce. You don't overdo it. It's just a little dip.
No.
Transforms a slice of pizza. Try it. You will thank me.
We're pro pineapple on pizza over here.
Yeah, we
but
do like pineapple on pizza.
ketchup and
That's-
Ruffles potato
that's a
chips.
Well, that's like having French fries.
Elmer's done. I've got some of the hottest sauce commercially available. Oh, The Last Dab. We heard about that.
Yeah.
I have not tried it. We did it. What one have we tried? The pineapple
It's a
one.
pineapple habanero sauce from what is it? What are they all
Hot
doing?
ones, whatever their thing is. But yeah, it's the hot one of the
Hot Nest. Hotness?
Hot Nest?
Heat Nest. Thank you.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, we got
That's
the
good.
pineapple habanero one. I'll put that on pizza all day.
No, it's good.
We made breakfast tacos last weekend and put it on breakfast tacos. They were
Oh.
really good.
BTW, we're having breakfast pizza this weekend.
We'll
You
see.
guys need to try ketchup on pizza.
No.
I will stand on this platform for a long time. I was like you once. I was like all of you. You'll see.
Ugh. Anyways, 7:04. Now my pregnant self wants some Taco Bell. So
I was signing off, and everybody else went on the tangent. So it's
we
not
had
my
to
fault.
address
this
sauces, and then Jordan went a weird
time.
way.
Important thing. Hashtag
a lot
pineapple
of
belongs
tangents
on
tonight.
pizza.
There you got
Truth.
Javier saying that he'll try ketchup on pizza tonight.
Let us know.
You're
Put it in the comments.
you're a brave man, Javier.
Mhm.
All right.
All right, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
As always, we
for
appreciate you
tuning
being
in.
here. We miss you guys. We'll be hopefully back. I mean, realistically, Walt Disney World countdown is happening. So Jordan's going to be back in the parks, in theory. I don't
But
know. In a,
also-
There will be,
stay home, safe
supposedly
Halloween.
pass holder soft opening, so I'm keeping close to knowledge about that. So hopefully, maybe even sooner than July. And when I go, you guys go. So I'm very excited.
You'll be excited to be back, feet on the ground. Love you too, Laura.
Also, save Halloween, Betty.
Hashtag stay home, safe Halloween.
Yes.
Our rallying cry. Don't forget. Good night,
All
Ed.
right. Good
Later,
night,
Javier.
everyone.
Bye, Jason. Bye, Bunsen. Bye, Tybalt. Bye, Laura. Bye, Rich. Bye, Betty. Bye, Amy. Blah, blah, blah. Bye, everybody. And until next time.
Peter saying goodbye.
No, Jordan, you missed it.
We'll see you.
In the happy place.
That's right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.